Hey guys, SuperCoach Guide here, and today we're going to be looking over the practice games that happened on Tuesday, 18th of Feb. So we're going to be looking at these players that are on the screen now. We're going to be talking about them, how they performed, what's their role looking like, whatnot. But yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel, sorry. We're trying to get to 1,500 subs by round one. So we're definitely on track at the moment. It's looking really good. So if you guys could keep smacking that sub button, that'd be bloody amazing. But yeah, firstly, we'll go into the West Coast Richmond game, and we're going to start off with the Richmond players. So firstly, just looking at the key one in Sam Layla. Look, he played very well. He was clearly Richmond's best player on the ground, but yeah, he's got. I think he's broken his jaw or something. So unfortunately, we can't go there anymore. But yeah, he's played really well. Got concussed as well, obviously, but yeah, rotating the midfield and forward, kicked a couple of goals. So yeah, he was looking very good until the incident happened. Then Caleb Smith, he looked really good in defence. I thought for the Tigers, scored pretty well too, fantasy wise. So yeah, he's definitely one I'm looking to start in my side, potentially off the bench, maybe starting lineup. I think he's probably got more scoring power than Reed and Leake. If we're speaking about averages, Leake probably higher ceiling by the looks of it. But yeah, no, looking good. And then Jacob Blight, 250k. Yeah, he's had a really good preseason. Believe he won the 2K time trial as well. But yeah, he played pretty well in the back line. And then we've got Jacob Kajitsky in the forward line. Obviously, probably one you probably want to stay clear with on. But yeah, he seems to be playing defense now. So, which is probably where he should have started his career. But no, we've seen a lot of key forwards that have grown into a key defensive role. Darcy Moore's one, Mitch McGovern's one, and then I don't know. You probably say that Norton should be tried there. I would say at least, but yeah, but Dogs key forwards a bit slim at the moment. But yeah, I don't even know if he might be injured, but yeah, and then Tom Sims as well. I've got him in the forward line here, but yeah, you can put him in the ruck line. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, he looked good in the ruck against Matt Flynn until Matt Flynn went down. So yeah, my Sherry Matt Flynn combination has gone to crap already. So he's gone from my side. But yeah, Tom Sims looks really good. Obviously they've got Nank as well, so I don't know. I don't know if he's going to actually play much, but yeah, just one to watch really. And then Sam Banks, where's he? Is he in this? Yeah, he's in the midfield, 250k. Was good. Played a bit in the back line. Yeah, probably one of the key Richmond players along that half back line. Took quite a few kick-ins. So yeah, one to watch out for actually. I don't know if he's that good of a footballer. That's the only thing. Yeah, it could be a bit of it. But even like you look at your Alex Sextons, like they played half back last year and played well. So I don't know. It's one to watch at least. But you can only pick so many Richmond players. And I think there's quite a few that we're looking at now, all things considered. Um, Jack Ross, so 310K. He had the most CBAs for Richmond apparently, and yeah, I don't think I think Taranto and Hopper didn't play, did they? So yeah, you got to keep an eye on that because they're going to come back and probably they're going to take more CBAs than Jack Ross, I'm sure. But yeah, and then so probably would steer clear from there. And then yeah, they had a few players out, Richmond. So you got like Nank, you got Tom Lynch, Jaden Short, Hopper Taranto, Vlosten. So yeah, there's a lot of fakeness in a lot of I don't know what's the word deception in what these players could actually produce, considering the players they have to come back. Anyway, now we're going to look at West Coast, and there's a few players here that are quite intriguing. Not as many as Richmond, but there's a few we can talk about. So Elijah Hewitt, um, probably a lock now, you would have to say. Played in the midfield, had the third most CBAs, and yeah, kicked a goal when he went up forward as well. So yeah, I think we got a decent rookie there. I think everyone should probably have him in their side. Yeah, I think we got a good rookie there. So in the forward line or the midfield doesn't really matter. Um, and then we've got Jack Graham, who had the most CBAs for the Eagles. Um, could play a bit of a tagging role on like really good midfielders like your Sarongs, your Nick Dacos's and whatnot, but not too sure. I don't know. It's just a bit of a watch at the moment. I don't think is he even on this. Have I even put him in the team? Oh, he's not in the team, but yeah, he's someone to have a look at. Um, and then we've got uh, Liam Baker played across half back. Here you can see he's a forward mid. So um, yeah, didn't have a big game, but yeah, it was just used as a distributor. So I wouldn't be too concerned. Obviously, taking it easy. He's had injuries in the past, so I don't. I probably wouldn't go there, but each their own. Jack Hutchison started on the wing, so he 233K started on the wing and rotating to CBA action. Looked pretty good. I'd probably say with Harley Reid out and Tim Kelly, like you're probably not going to get midfield time. But yeah, probably that wing role he's probably got down pat for the moment. Um, Probably not somewhere to go to. Maybe we'll make 120K or something, but I can't imagine him getting to 400 plus K. And then we've got Archer Reed, who played in the ruck line. So after Matt Flynn got injured, so um, I don't know. It could be an option. I haven't really thought about this pick too much. I really not at all. He could be a sneaky option to make us. He could make 150K playing in the ruck. But you obviously got Bailey Williams and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. It could be a sneaky pick. And then we've got Oscar Allen was good up forward apparently. So kicked 2 goals. But yeah, 300K probably wouldn't go near that for a key forward. Um, Especially for a player who plays pretty deep and takes contested marks, and that's about it. Then we've got Liam Duggan, played in the midfield, so was pretty good in the midfield. You just got to remember that you got your Harley Reids and your Tim Kellys coming back, so yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that. Um, but yeah, that's about it for the West Coast Eagles. Now we're gonna have a look at the Geelong Hawthorn game. So I'm not going to go into the Essendon Dogs game. I think um, it's probably been spoken about enough, considering it was like the only game on that day, and I think people have a good idea of what's going on there. But Yeah, and I also didn't watch it, so I've actually had to watch videos on what happened and how who was good and whatnot. So apparently Kako played pretty well. So I don't know. Hawthorn, Will Day in the midfield. So yeah, he was pretty dominant and kicked a goal. I think maybe two, kicked 2 goals. So yeah, I'm really looking to start this bloke. I already had him in my team, and I think he might have just done the job and locked himself into my squad because I think he could definitely be a top 10, maybe top 8 midfielder this year. But yeah, I also said that about Jack Steele last year. That didn't happen, but it was still a good pick. Still a pretty good pick, Jack Steele. And then James Sicily, obviously got through his first game unscathed. Yeah, so he played. I think he started off in defence as that third tall, took a heap of intercept marks, and then they put him forward. Um, See, I really like the Sicily pick, but I can't fathom the fact that he might play forward for at times. He will obviously play forward at times when the game's on the line. I think everyone knows that. I think that's an obvious. But if he's just going in the forward line when they think like maybe their defense might be sound and they don't really need him in the back line, so just chuck him forward, try and kick a few snags. I'm not too sure. But I think he will play that third tall in defense, and I think he will take a bunch of intercept marks, and I think it'll be perfect for us. So I think I will be starting him, but yeah, just keep one to keep an eye out on. Um, yeah, Lloyd Meek, obviously, yeah, he was definitely the main man in the ruck. Reeves was definitely not the main man, but yeah, I think I think Meek will be a decent option this year. Maybe push that 600K mark and beyond. But I think there's probably more value in the De Koning pick, and yeah, I think there's better options. However, if you wanted a little pod, you've also got to remember they got the early buy, so it's a bit difficult in that regard. Next, we've got Giant Newcomb. So played mostly in the midfield, rotated a bit forward too. So apparently looked pretty good. Now I didn't watch this game throughout its whole entirety. I watched about a quarter and had to do other things. But yeah, I think Giant Newcomb uh, could be an okay pod. You probably can't play both Will Day and Newcomb, so you got to pick one, and I'd much prefer Will Day this year. So, but I think Newcomb could be around that top 20 mids. I'd maybe top 15 if you're lucky. I don't think he's going to be top 10. Um, yeah, and then Dylan Moore um, got some CBAs and played well, but yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that. I think Dylan Moore will have a good year. I just don't really see where the improvement comes from, to be honest. I think he had a really good year last year, and I think he could have a really good year this year again. Probably stay around the same price, and probably that's really all you're looking for someone that's 520K in the forward line. But yeah, I think probably more value in the Horn Francis pick, considering he could absolutely explode this year. I don't see Dylan Moore absolutely exploding. But yeah, I mean, if you want to pick two primos in that forward line, you could pick a Dylan Moore. Josh Battle was good in defence, and Tom Barras will play his first game next week, apparently, which just could could hurt the Sicily pick more. I think I probably wouldn't be picking Josh Battle whatsoever at 450K. And then CJ got managed. Um, so I wouldn't pick him. Geelong, Bailey Smith started in the wing, then got into the CBAs. Only played first half where he had like 16 touches or something, and then sat out for most of the second half. But yeah, it looks really fit. I don't know if I could say this enough. He's such a professional, and I don't know. He just looks absolutely. He looks like he's running. He, what's the term? He looks like he's. See, in footy training, players or in games, the you normally get tired throughout the course of a game, and the turf starts to get to you, and you start getting heavy legs or whatever. This guy looks like he beat the turf. He beat the turf. Like, he looks so fit, and I think he's just a must have. I genuinely do, and which probably isn't an outrageous statement at all, considering his percentage owned. But yeah, I think you'd be making it. I think you'd be making a mistake if you didn't pick him, and this could come back to bite me. But yeah, I think he's one that needs to be watched um, really closely over the next couple of weeks. So yeah. Next we got Max Holmes. Yeah, looked really good in the midfield. Really tempting pick now. So if I get cold feet on Sicily, it might be me going straight to Max Holmes. I'm not too sure, but Max Holmes looks the goods. He definitely looks the goods. Um, and here we go. Here's a big one. DeConing. He played mostly in the ruck, but he did go into full. He did go back to full back at some point to man up on Chol. So is this guy going to be playing ruck? He's been training there all preseason. If he plays ruck, at the moment I've already got him in that flex position, because oh my god, if he plays, if you can have two DeConings averaging 110, 120 plus, could you imagine? Could you imagine? It I mean, phew, it is really tempting, but he's in at the moment. Whether he, hopefully Geelong will come out and say, hopefully game one, Reece Stanley not picked, to Koning in the ruck, and they play round zero, so we're gonna be able to watch it first. Um, but yeah, I think DeConing could be an absolute gem of a pick this year. Uh, and then Mitch Nevitt got some CBA time as well. 150K. I think he's probably a bit of a lock at the moment. He's in my team. There's obviously other mid rookies, but yeah, he looks the goods for now. Danger played mostly forward, so he's 450K. I want to go near an aging Dangerfield. He'll probably do his calf in the first week. Hopefully he doesn't, but he'll probably do his calf in the first week, come back to his calf again, and then I know retire. So yeah, I wouldn't go near him. Brad Close kicked 3 goals in the forward line, 328K. If he's playing higher up the ground, he could be a sneaky, like Dylan Moore type of option. But I think we just have too many good mid prices in that forward line already that you just can't pass up on. And yeah, you're gonna have to dig into other lines, but to get Brad Close into your side. And then finally we got Connor O'Sullivan, who showed some class in the showed some class in the back line. I haven't really read into this pick that much. I just watched him a little bit in that game, but yeah, pretty good pick, I would have thought. Or maybe. I don't even know why I said that. He could be all right. There's a few defender rookies that I would probably prefer over him now that I think about it. such as a Caleb Smith. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I will be coming out. Hopefully, you guys can have time to watch the Collingwood Gold Coast Brisbane three-way. I don't even know how to explain that practice game. I don't even know how it's working. I won't be able to watch it live, but I'll watch the replay of it because, yeah, big pies, man. Need to look at some where players are playing and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully you all have a bloody fantastic bloody day, and I'll post a video tomorrow. Tomorrow Arvo, maybe looking at that, we might review that game, so that should be good. We've also got some really big guests coming onto the channel in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that because that's going to be absolutely humongous and I absolutely can't wait for it. So hope you all have a good day and I'll catch you all later. Peace.